Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ray. Last name is Reynolds. Please write it down. My goal in life is to help every one of you get to the $1,000,000 dream. I know it sounds like yeah from everybody else. The only difference is I'm going to hand you the rules and the tools. I'm actually going to offer to do the work for you too. I don't want you screwing up my 100% success rate. So today I want you to go get that tablet and pen. Do not take pictures. Do not record. Next thing is we're going to write down today's date. Today's June 15th, 2021. That's called blackjack. Then I want you to write down December 31st, 2021. You see, I don't understand why you haven't got to the $1,000,000 corporation or personal money even in the bank. Why didn't you do it last year or the year before that too? I don't get it. If I can do this at 14, so could you. Now, I had my 6 mansions just before my coma. This is the front door, the one in Huntington Harbor. Biggest house, big as you, Doc. Gotta have fun. There's one of the yachts out of 3. There's one of the Lamborghinis out of 15. Heck, I got to do it. So could you. But I got you to realize one thing. Are you a procrastinator? You forgot to do something yesterday, today, till tomorrow too? Then you don't want it bad enough. See, it's like time. I don't control time, neither do you. But I do control what I do at the time that God's given me. I don't waste a minute of the day. The ultimate goal is up to you. Now, I was homeless as a kid. I got to eat out of a trash can, steal and beg off the damn pier. Then you know what? I got pissed off. You see, I can write with both hands, talk at the same time. Total recall, kind of good thing too. I learned to read at 2.5 years old. Kind of have fun. So from homeless to million to billion. I can do it. So can you. So remember, let me show you. The bottom line is, what did I get to do? I was 7.5 years old listening to a poker game. They had it every Wednesday night. What did I do? I heard something. You ready to write it down? I want you to write it down. They said a corporation's a legal person. I'm 7.5, being used and abused as a kid. I want to get out of hell, and I just heard a corporation's a legal person. I wrote it down. I circled it 10 times. You see, me, I wanted to get out of hell, so you know what I did? I rode my bicycle the next day to the Torrance Police Department. There was a library next door. I walked in and said, "Ma'am, can you help me, please? What does this mean?" She said, "Here's a marker face, here's a book." I think I was back in Mayberry. I read the damn book and I got pissed off. I usually read 10 books at a time and lay them all out. I got total recall on most things. I get to have fun. They asked me a question earlier today and I had to search my mind for basically what it said on the D&V code too in the U.S. Post Office. It's like, stop. Don't ask me questions. I don't like to go back through all that history. But you know what I did? When I got pissed off, I went back to the library every day. You see, what I thought as a kid, I thought all the grown-ups were stupid because they couldn't answer the question for me. They kept saying money for a rainy day, don't put your eggs in one basket. All that was is blah, blah, blah. They didn't know what they're talking about too. You know what I did? After going to the library almost every day, 7.5 to 9.5 years old, I created my own blueprint, rules and tools. I connected the dots. Can you imagine half of you today have a corporation because you were told to set one up right away, and then you'd be going, blah, 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 blah. That's it, folks. 9 out of 10 people set it up every day, don't do a damn thing at all. They don't know what's next. You've wasted thousands of dollars in crap. There's no book that teaches what I teach on this planet today unless you get it through me. Everyone gives you their theory and all their blah, blah, blah. I don't like that. You see, if you got a corporation today, you got to build the blueprint, the rules, and the tools and give it life. So I want you to understand, I'm the founder of Helping Hand Industries at 9.5. Got 100,000 in the mail, went worldwide. They even talked about it in the movie Dave. It was kind of fun too. My first 100,000 at 9.5. What about you? Then from there, I got my first million at 14. There's my first car in front of you. It was a Quintos Lamborghini. Isn't that fun? Boom, boom, some more. But you know what? I think you're stuck. Sorry to say, I think every one of you are stuck today. Can you write getting past go? Because I'm going to give you some rules and tools to play by, which you'll hear from me that you don't hear from anybody else on the planet today. I got my Lamborghini collection, my Duffy's parked in my backyard, my 6 mansions. I broke the record for the highest kick on the planet in 1981. I just wanted to prove white men do jump and stupid people say we don't. I parked my race boat in the backyard. I got my helicopter. I got my yachts. Don't forget my Ferraris too. My question to all of you is, why the blank haven't you done this? I don't get it. All I had is God me. That's it. So today I want you to write down race rules. Now, write it right away. You see, here's my life in July 4, 2009. We basically took out that yacht with a group of people because ever since I touched anything since I was 4, it turned to gold. You know, that's kind of fun. The next day, you know what I got to do? I got to die. Well, that kind of sucks. All right, ruined my whole day. I'm there in a coma. 5:41 on July 5th, they pronounced me dead. I got to hear the doctor tell my wife he's not going to make it, he's going to die. I heard my wife scream her head off. And my tax attorney that I made a multimillionaire, he stole and said, had my wife sign a POA that day. Can you imagine that? She stole my life while I'm laying there dead. But you know what? I got a chance. I had H1N1 pandemic 9. Going to the other side, God asked me to stay in peace or stay back or go back again. I said, go back. My wife just screamed her head off, please. You see, the problem with you, sorry to say, your lack of knowledge is why you bring the pain home time after time. You never had to do this since you're 18 years old. I started mine at 9. You got to start now because you didn't do it at 18 too. You see, the godfather of credit, I got that nickname in 2008 after I billed $3.6 billion for my clients, by the way. Now I need you to write down credit rebuilding because every one of you need me to rebuild your credit today. I don't care what your number is. You got to go get some more. You got to learn how to play. Now, understand something. I'm the guy that trained Ken Yarbrough years ago. He was security chief at TRW and Asperian too. Maybe today you train me, let me train you a little bit. Is that okay? Can you write down Credit Services Act, please? I want you to Google it later today. It'll take you to the Federal Trade Commission. Their front page says credit repair is a scam, not allowed to collect money up front. Then they refer to the Credit Repair Organization Act 2, where it says attorneys can't do credit repair. So what are you supposed to do? Well, let's be honest, your credit's not broken. If it's messed up, you screwed it up. You got to rebuild it. You got to build that relationship and the dreams. That's what we need to do. Ultimate goal, that information is provided by the Federal Trade Commission, by the way. So here's what happens with me. 43 years, every seminar, every workshop, every boot camp, I hold your hand, you're stuck with me. I don't pass the buck. I broadcast up to 3 times a day, Monday through Friday, and all day Saturday too. Ultimate goal, I created it so you can't screw it up. There's 1,000 steps to the $1 million dream. And today I want to give you the first 25. Can you write them down, please? I'd like you to write down number 1. Go to raisecredit.com, clickety-clack, get your credit reports for free. Then give me the report numbers on the right-hand corner. Step number 1. I can make your score go up, and away. Now, my first question to everybody, because I had to go back to the basics in the beginning with you, is why do you have an SSN? That stands for a Social Security card, by the way. Can you pull it out of your purse or wallet right away? Now. Understand that SSN? Did you read the card front and back? I'll bet you don't even know why you got it today. It says on step 2, number 1, do not laminate, do use for ID purposes. And guess what you did? You screwed that up too, sorry to say. You know it says on that card, Property Assessment Administration, not you. It's not even yours. Now, when I created rapid scoring with Ken Yarbrough, Harold Stokes years ago, your mortgage companies use that every day too. Rapid refresh, it's pretty simple. I found a way to block the creditor's crap, alright, the credit bureaus, and push your score up, and away. Usually you get 40 to 200 points, by the way. To give you an example, understand something from me. No case usually goes past 90 days. It's an average case. It goes up, and away. Unless you screwed up too much, and I got to take a little extra time too, if you keep screwing it up again and again as well. So let's understand that's step number 3. All right, no case I want past 180 days. I want you done, now. Now, when I did the rapid scoring, that was fun. Rapid refresh, I love pushing scores up, and away. All right, between 40 to 200 points, by the way. Ultimate goal, I took a picture of Credit Karma. Well, we know they're free and there's no phone number to help you anyway. Someone had a score. She had $500 score, 500 score. Or you know what? I got her 157 points in 45 days. As long as you do what I ask you to do, usually within about 45 working days, your score goes up, and away, and I can get you exactly what you want to. But again, the follow-through is the key. Now, bad credit sucks. It hurts everything in your life, every direction you go into. So let's understand something today. If you give me those 3 report numbers right away, now, I'm going to look at what I get to do under the Fair Lending Act, the Credit Repair Act, 12 acts to play with, based on the dispute process to do. I might even ask you to negotiate a debt or two. I might even talk about the legal acts method too. When I sued Chase Bank and I brought him in, the president, into Santa Ana court, I kicked his assets, and the judge told him to give me another $5,000 for wasting my time too. You see, you got more rights than you think you do. But here's how it works today. If you allow me to rebuild your credit, you allow me to give you a rapid rescore to make that score go up, and away. It's $99 per credit bureau. With the rapid rescore, it's $499. So write down $499. You're done. There you go. I'll do the work for you. We're going to rebuild it. The bottom line is I'll even invite you to a workshop and class on Saturday at 1 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, education analyzation. Next thing, remember, no case goes past 180 days unless you keep screwing up again, and that's on you. Remember today, if you would Zelle $499 now, I'm going to get you a $1,000 cash card. That's right. What I've always done for every client is I give them usually 2 to 10 times money back to them. I take away all the BS excuses. So you invest $499, you get the 750 score guarantee, and I get you a $1,000 cash Visa card. Twice as much you basically back to you. You see, now you have no excuses. I even give you a written back money back guarantee too. So the money back guarantee is in writing. So what do we do? Because banks take what's called Zelle. And what you do is you make me the recipient. Instead of putting a phone number, you put my email address, raiscredit.com, and you Zelle $499 right away. Now, if you do it during the webinar, now, you get that $1,000 card. Ultimate goal, you could do a bank transfer or deposit too. Reality is, we bank at Chase or B of A. Take a picture of that page today. You're probably going to need it too. Ultimate goal, sorry to say, you added yourself to the national mailing list, by the way. That's how you get all the junk mail. You actually got half those robocalls too because you screwed up. But you don't know you screwed up. So why don't you call 888-567-8688, opt out for 5 years. Is that okay? That's step number 4, by the way. Now here's what I want you to think about. All right, I want you to think right now, what happened to you? Did somebody knock you down, get in your way, and take it away from you too? Probably one of your friends and family, by the way. Ultimate goal, safety credit. Can you write that down too? Here's 2 cards in my hand, $50,000 apiece. The problem I got with personal credit, you can't write off the interest rate of the credit card at all. Now, what I'd like you to do is write this down. I'd like you to put a sticky in the back of your credit cards. Write it down. It's an assignment for you. I can't wait to boot camp. If I ask to look at their cards and they don't have a sticky, I might ask them to get the hell out of my room. See, you got to learn the discipline and the rules and the tools. You got to write down the limit. You got to write down 25, 29%. I don't know why the world doesn't want to tell you the truth since I trained Ken Yarbrough, security chief at TW and Spearing, but it hasn't changed. You jack up a card past 29%. You drop your score. You get stuck. Hell, you can't get any more. You backed yourself in a corner. But you're a grown-up. That's not allowed after today. Now write down a line of defense. Your city today, you see Chase, B of A, Bank of America, and cities, and you see grocery stores too. They bankrupt locations they don't want to keep. They write it off on their taxes. They get a tax credit too, and they're playing the game. But not you, because you like bringing the pain home to you, don't you? Can you knock it off, please, and put a sticky behind those cards right away? Can you write down never bring that pain home? That's all I had as a kid, being used and abused, and it sucks. So I had to create my own blueprint by going to that library almost every damn day, 7.5 to 9.5 years old. Because every grown-up I talked to sounded like they were stupid. Money for a rainy day, then show me how. All right? No, put all your eggs in one basket, then show me how. I had to create both of those for me. Step number 5, by the way. Now, you are the only one who controls your score. So don't blame anybody else when you screw up. It's 25 to 29%, period. It has not changed. So what happens if you lost your job, have an emergency? You're going to do the same silly thing everyone else does. They run out of time, they run out of money, and they jack up their credit in 42 days. I don't understand. To me, I'm sorry to say, don't take it personally. That's called stupidity. They're using the wrong damn money in the first place. What's wrong with people? I'd like to rebuild your life. I'd like to repackage your house, car, bank account. Hope you wrote that down. You see, the ultimate goal when I built $1 million credit for my cat, I knew cats have 9 lives. After today, so will you if you play the game. Inc. Magazine, I'm in that article right there. How to finance anything by using plastic. You understand? A corporation can write off the credit card's interest rate line of credit too, and to finance itself. Why would anybody be stupid enough to take money from their family, all right, and roll the dice and jack it up and hurt their family and their credit score too? I don't get it. If I can build credit for my cat, you think I can do it for you too? Let's find out today. You see, we got a problem. Let's pretend you need $5,000 now. What are you going to do? Go ask your friends and your family in the bank. They all say no. You did it to yourself. Now look at the card on the screen and the one in my hand. It's worth $5,000. They say no matter if you have the worst credit in the world, you piss away $50 every other day. I don't know if it's true, but if I max out this card today, it's $50 a month. So realize one thing, personal credit should have always been for safety, and not jack it up again and again and screw it all up, hurt the family too. Understand something today. When you, as they say, waste $140 a week, if it's true, that's $600 a month. If I max out one of these cards in my hand today, the payment is $6, $12, $26. So that means what the average person is wasting in a given month, they could have got 2 pizza restaurants with a drive-through. Maybe you'll stop wasting money, quit bringing the damn pain home. I pray you listen to me, because so far you haven't got to do it at all. Step number 6. So what do we get to do? Reach your goals. Believe in yourself. Me, I reached every goal I ever had by the time I was 26. We're talking $2.6 billion into corporate structure. I believe in God and I believe in me. When I broke the record for the highest kick on the planet, heck, I was kicking the door jam since the day of 10 years old. The basketball hoops, that's only 10 feet. So I wanted to prove white men do jump. And stupid people say we don't. So remember, you got some people around you saying you can't do this or that too. Remember one thing, God gave you a gift and a dream. Why don't you see it, believe, and go get it? Now let's talk about you and that SSN again. You see, you got to go back from the beginning. You got an SSN to get a paycheck. Then you got the leftover after they taxed it to death. That's what you got. Then you created your own 1040 tax return the first time you filed taxes. Then they track you till you're dead, and then they pray you get in probate too. Hey, it's the IRS public record. But I can teach you how to play if you want to. You got your SSN, you got your Experian, your Transit Equifax too. The moment you jacked it up past 29%, plop. You got stuck, can't get any more. Every time you try, doesn't that credit just keep kicking your assets too? Why don't you put a sticky behind those cards today? Now let's understand why they do the census every year. They count us like sheep. Bah, bah here, bah, bah everywhere, bah, bah. Who's your sheep? And by the way, we're the collateral for the United States of America Incorporated, by the way. Especially ever since Nixon took the gold standard out. They haven't quit printing money 24/7. Can you write down Ray's rules again, please? But this time write down 100,000, 29%. Let's remember something today. All right, never use more than 29%. That would have given you 71,000 of safety. Case blanket the fan, lost a job or pandemic. The average pandemic's 18 months, by the way. So understand, when you take the money and credit from your family to start a business, and you roll the dice, and all you do is hurt your family, why don't you knock it off? Stop using the wrong money. Never bring the pain home ever again. You never had to in the first place. I don't know why you did it to you. You brought the pain home to you and your family too. Raise rules. Write it down today. That's step number 7. My first coma, 5.5 years old. Last one, 2009. That one I got to die. H1N1 pandemic number 9. My question to you, because I'm basically from Show Me. There's my yacht, one of the three. There's the race boat, the U-Dog, address 2. Right there, I'm dead in that part. They're asking if I'm a donor. But God gave me a choice to come back or stay in peace. Well, I said go back. My wife just screamed her head off. What do you think I'm going to say? H1N1? You see, you understand something. I came out of that coma walking around with an oxygen tank for 5 weeks. I put my score back to an 820. Then I popped another card again. I don't stay down like you. I want you to write down closet divisions. Write it down now. Rich and famous people have a backup for a backup. Cities and grocery stores and banks do too. I want you to have a closet division. I want you to get another one of you out of the closet every damn time somebody knocks you down. Fight through the pain, pull out a closet division, go again and again too. You got the right to do this if you want to, but you got to learn how to play. But again, I'll give you some rules and tools today. You could have did this since you were 18 years old. I did mine at 9.5. Now this morning when I woke up at 2:25, I went to my knees, said thank you Jesus for another day. Then I go look in the mirror for 2 minutes. I stare at myself every morning for 2 minutes. See, I put myself in check, which I believe none of you have done that at all. You've never looked in the mirror and put yourself in check and asked 2 questions. After 2 minutes of staring, ask yourself, have you completed everything you need to? No. All right, is there more to be done? Yes. What time do you get up today? Is it past 4:30 in the morning? Then you don't want it bad enough. See, the biggest problem you're going to have, you got an idea and a dream, you go ask your friends and your family, and you know what they do? Instead of listening to encourage you, they interrupt the hell out of you. You got to do it this way or that way too. If they haven't brought in $2.6 billion like I have to corporate structure by the time you're 26, listen to me. I'll repackage you. Shh, don't tell anybody for 90 days. That's called step number 8. It's about time you pay attention to me, because you spend thousands on crap that didn't work. God's delays are not God's denials. You see, we're going to get the money. You don't get it. Being used as a kid, eating out of a trash can, stealing, banging on 3 sucked. I wanted out of hell, so I had to figure it out myself. I haven't had a paycheck for 23 years. How you doing today? I like to teach how to play, but again, you might go back to that job you hate, because you're getting older, slower, not as pretty as we used to be. Eventually they're going to fire you anyway, then you're going to deliver some pizza. Is that your American dream? It's not mine. See, for me, I always basically do this. I see it, I believe it, pray over it, God opens the door, and I go get it. Ever since I was a kid, see it, believe it, go get it, write it down. You can focus and figure that out too. That's step number 9. Ultimate goal. We got to talk about grocery stores and banks and Sam's Club too. 2 years before pandemic 19. Sam's Club shut down 63 locations in California alone, not counting the locations in other states too. Remember, they bankrupted the location, wrote off on their taxes, got a tax credit too. They're playing the game, but not you, because you seem to like bringing the pain home to you. Can you write down division and tax ID, please? Don't you think it's time to play? Now, you've had 11 cities. Listen carefully. 11 cities have filed bankruptcy. How's that possible? Well, they invented the Chapter 9 bankruptcy. See, the United States of America Incorporated, states are corporations, cities are corporations too. See, they planned the problem like I told you to before it happens. And they created Chapter 9 bankruptcy. They bankrupt the city's debts, but they stayed in business. You have a bad day, hell, you bring the pain home. Are these turned on today? I hope they are. Apple Computer bankrupt in 97, out of business. Mr. Gates, who got indicted 4 times for being so smart, wrote a check for $150 million? If he didn't, they wouldn't be around today with trillions of dollars. Now write down Google bankruptcy. Write it down. It's an assignment. I'm going to have you turn in your papers later today. Google the word bankruptcy. And the form will say SSN. You know, we only got one. We're all a bunch of dumb ducks. Quack, quack, quack. Here a quack, quack. Everywhere quack, quack. But then it says SS4. Corporation, division, subsidiary, more. Sign me up for that too. Can you imagine today, if you paid attention, Step number 10, guess what you get to do? Now, I don't want to screw up anything, and I want world peace too. But you know what? The SSN equal to 1040. They tax us, they take our money, and they give us the leftover till we're dead and we get stuck in a probate too. IRS public record for you. SS4 times 4, 1120 and more. Line 10 says banking and credit purposes, which allows a corporation to get credit, right to interest rate, credit card, line of credit too, and finance itself. Why not? Why would anybody be dumb enough to take the money from their family? Oh, did I say that out loud? Sorry, don't take it personally. We got an SSN, we got one. Do you like being a duck? You like going quack quack all day? Who wants to be a duck some more? I don't. I don't think you do too. But I'd like to replace you, rebuild you, make you a division. That way you don't have to bring the pain home again, because that's what you've been doing so far too, since you're 18 years old. Now this is chapter 18. It's not legal advice. This is what I heard at 7.5, and I researched and did my work and found out it's right in front of you. Let's read it together. A corporation's a legal person. It may sue or be sued. So we have to look at, we didn't have to bring the pain home. Why don't we incorporate you? Can you imagine if you did the corporation thing, someone's going to ask you if you're a member of the BBB. We get asked that a couple times a day too. We tell them, I'm sorry, we won't pay a fraudulent company. They're the largest rip-off fraudulent company on the planet. Have been since day one. You got 10 million companies who won't play their damn game. They got indicted in 2013, filed bankruptcy, and replaced their name too. Court ordered, get the hell out of the city because you're a fraud since day one. Now that's not me. That's CNN in 2020. They're just telling you the truth. It will set you free. Winning the game of business? I wrote that 40 years ago called Repackage America too. Ultimate goal, let's understand. There are 12 books and CDs to get to the $1 million dream. They have 1,000 rules and steps. If you want to get a copy, here you get to get for half price on live webinar. If not, you get to talk to sales at $9.99. That's 12 books and CDs called the Millionaire's Founders Kit too. Through me online, it's $4.99. Ultimate goal, all you do is Zelle, deposit or transfer from a bank. Simple to do. Take a picture of that page today, you're going to need it. Ultimate goal, I was the incorporated for rich and famous people too. 2019 of them. So let's understand, I even created a program for people coming out of prison because they need a second chance too. Here's Freeway Ricky Ross after 20 years. Alright, I rebuilt his credit, got him a gold and a platinum card too. Would you like one? Let me know. This weekend is my last and final boot camp that I'm going to do. In a year from now or so, my wife and I are going on a business trip for 5 years to basically have more fun doing business trips too. So the bottom line is, if you want to join me at the last and final, and today we got to open up California. When you go to the sign, when you see the border coming into California, there's a sign saying now open under new management too. Hell, why not? See, the reality is you got a choice, 18th, 19th, and 20th. From 9 to 4 o'clock, you get to play with me. Now, if you want to get the Millionaire Boot Camp, it's 800 toll free, 510-3338. So 3338. But then you get to bring a guest or two. You get to play. Beat your doubt, run your own race. Let me do the work for you too. That's step number 11, by the way. Now, I won't show anything I didn't obtain myself. Ultimate goal is getting past go. God's gift, one of my 6 mansions at the time. I parked my race boat and my yacht in my backyard. Where do you park yours? My helicopter, one of the Lamborghinis, one of the buildings too. I had 841 million before the coma. You see, I want you to change your driver's license today, please. Would you change it to a P.O. box or mailing address, please? But that's up to you. See, I'd like you to protect your ass. And quit bringing the pain home. Write down Ray's rules today, please. You see, you have the Driver's Privacy Protection Act too. But this is up to you. Ultimate goal, that's step number 12. Now, when I wrote the rules and tools for divisions in 86, multiple functions, disconnect, isolate, incorporate. Alright, if I got 5 houses and one got a problem, they're going to sue me and take everything I got. put them in a corporation, then Pierce they'll come after me too. If I put them in divisions and one got screwed up, I got 4 left to go. It's a numbers game like the branch and for the bank and the grocery store. You can learn to play too if you want to. Cash and supply credit per division. Ultimate goal, if you allow me to do what I want to do best, build up the corporation, get you up to $1 million card too. Pay it over time. Then I like to get you 9 sister cards. Since cats have 9 lives, why don't we give you 9 lives too? And we put one of those for every division. We call it a bucket of money. And then we put a piece of property too. How about a franchise? See, every bank and grocery store have a branch number. Alright, or location number 2. So if one of these got screwed up, we could disconnect it, keep the other pieces, and go set up another one too. If the bank, grocery store, and the cities can do it, so can you. It's your constitutional right, by the way. I wrote buckets of money, become the bank tax balancing too. Maybe you want to learn how to play the game some more. Ultimate goal, let's look at your car today. Can you see it where it's parked right now? Or just think when you bought the car. You let someone sweat you for hours on end. You lost $5,000. You got 9 inquiries too. See, you didn't do Ray's rules. When they ask you, and they have to by law, public record, we got to run your credit, can you fill this out? When you filled it out next to your signature, Ray's rules say write down this allows 1 inquiry. Stop letting people screw you up. Then you take a picture. They give you another inquiry, let me know, I'll get you $25,000 in cash. Do you understand? They get $120 for every inquiry they do on you. They're doing it on purpose because you allowed it. By the way, that car you bought, it's registered to you. The noise it makes when you drive the car, it's going quack, 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 quack. I'm a duck. You want to be a duck? Sorry. Should have been a division and a tax ID. That's step number 13. I'd like you to cover your ass. Our assets is max. If you drive that car to the grocery store or the bank, a little bumpity bump, what's going to happen? The person you bumped is going to scream their head off. Got to put on a show too. You see, then they're going to ask you for driver's license, insurance, registration, and you're going to scream and go, and your heart's going to fall out of your chest. See, here's the problem. When you drive that car, all right, you're the registered owner. So the driver's license, really your home address, when it could be a P.O. box, a mailing address, the insurance you paid for out of that paycheck, taxable income, when a corporation could pay for it before tax is considered. But no matter what I say or do today, you're the registered owner. Sorry to say, you're a duck. You drive through the freeway, you see the billboards for those attorneys. On the ones on TV, 44 a day. I call them bloodsuckers, by the way. If you had the registered owner be a division of a corporation, and they try to sue you, they get diddly squat. Why not? I told you to plan the problem before it happens today. Step number 14. This car, tax ID fleet price. The greatest gift, it doesn't show up on personal credit reports. Because a couple of you probably have a repossession in a car. That means the IRS can give you a 1099-C. You got to learn to repackage your life today. Me, I only had 17 houses at 19. 841 billion under the corporate structure before the coma. I couldn't get number 18. They wouldn't allow me because of the loan to value problem too. I transferred it into divisions the way I designed it. I freed up my credit report. And guess what? Alright, I got number 18 because of the credit report, and I set up the liability too. I separated it. Your paycheck today is taxed. So you get the leftover. Oh, goody for you. Corporations allowed to pay all the bills, alright, before there's any tax considered on the leftover. And zero tax paid. Amazon paid zero tax on 10 billion. You pay more tax than they do. Now there's no loophole, so don't say that. Your choice is to shut up and join them, or go back to being stuck. They pay property tax. They pay gas on, gallon of gas too. Reality is, it's up to you to learn to play. He don't pay any tax. Alright, personal. Oh, neither does he. And him, and again and again. I love Mr. Buffett's father first, and I love him. He's great. He always tells everybody you should pay all the tax. All the rich famous like me, we should pay all the tax. At the end of the day, you don't pay any damn tax at all. He wants to look like the hero too. Up to you. Bottom line, talk is all cheap. So understand, the Internal Revenue Service says corporations don't pay tax till they make a profit. So your choice is shut up and join them, or just go back to being stuck. You see, even his house is worth $165 million. Hell, is it made out of gold? Ultimate gold? You know, if you want, you can join the club too. But that's up to you. Walt Disney's known as the loophole king in Newsweek. Dead says taxes. They have an IOU because they had $1 billion in the bank. They don't want to pay any tax at all. So you pay more tax than Mickey and Goofy do. Isn't that fun? Federal Express, Dish, Nike, they don't pay tax, but you, they provide jobs too. They do pay tax, just not the way you want them to. Ultimate goal, can you draw the 4 boxes in front of you, please? Then write down line of defense. Now, if you would have did this and incorporated you right out of high school, you would have never brought the pain home ever. See, if we got a problem with the division, you know what we're going to do? The 3-step. We're going to keep the good pieces. We're never going to bring the pain home because nobody should do that. Only silly people do that. So what do we get to do? You should have did this since you're 18. Well, there's step number 15. I told you, I put all the steps so you can't screw it up to the 1,000 steps. By that time, you have $1 million in the damn bank. But you'd have to pick which bank, personal or business. You said personal, okay. You keep $375, the rest goes in the IRS. It was a corporation, you could absorb the whole $1 million and pay no damn tax at all. You see, that's called an SSN and an SS4. Ultimate goal is learn how to play. You got a choice today. Like I said, I have classes on Saturday from 7 a.m. to 4 o'clock in the afternoon, usually 7, if not more. So today, what do I want to do? I want to offer to rebuild your credit my way. A rapid rescore for $4.99. I want to basically say you can go to my workshop on Saturday at 1 o'clock Pacific Standard Time too. Education analyzation. And remember, no case is beyond 180 days. Unless you keep screwing it up and you don't do the things that I ask you to do too. If you Zell $4.99 now, all right, I will give you the $1,000 Visa cash card. Twice as much that you invested in yourself, and you're guaranteed a 750 score. In other words, I took away all your excuses. And all you got to do is Zell, bank transfer, or wire. That's it. Chase or B of A. I'd pick Zell to guarantee that card today. Because you got to do it before I'm done. Starter package for millionaire? You get the credit rebuilding rapid score 2. Articles also says tax ID set up in level 1. On Wednesday and Saturday, you're stuck with me while I do the work and show you how to play? Sounds like fun to me. See, the office sells it for $2,000. I always like giving you half price of $999, and then I build you $10,000 of cash credit. That's 10 times money back to you. Takes away all your excuses too. Millionaire in the making? That comes at $25,000 of credit. And half price on that is $1,999 to you. No more excuses. So the reality is you get the Zell, bank transfer, deposit. That's all you gotta do. Take a picture of that page today. Ultimate goal, I'd like you to run your life through a corporation, by the way. You see, I want you to realize you could have did this since day one. But again, that's up to you. See, that's step number 16. Ultimate goal, the bottom line is up to you. Pay tax or buy a Lamborghini. So Dead says taxes for corporations, but not you. You get a paycheck today. It's tax and you get the leftover. Then you pay a car you should not. Then you take the money and credit from the family and go, wee, let's hurt the family some more. I don't understand that. Why would anybody pay payment, gas registration, insurance on a car when a corporation could do it right away and drive a company car? That's number 17. Your goal today, why don't you download an SS4 form equals 1120. Line 10 there says banking and credit purposes. It is the IRS public record. So why don't you take number 18 step here and go to irs.gov and download an SS4 form today. Understand what you can do. The United States of America Incorporated, set up 50 states. They're corporations too. They set up their line of defense, but not you. And then the corporations set up the cities. So the states set up the cities, they're corporations too. Isn't that called the line of defense? But not for you, because you didn't bother to. You see, today, are these turned on? You see, they invented a Chapter 9 bankruptcy into the Federal Protection Act. It's public record, check it out. So they plan, if there was a problem, to bankrupt the debts of a city and stay in business too. You or we the people. As long as you're trying, you're not dying. If you're not trying, you might as well be dead. This is your constitutional right. You see, your choice is simple. Nixon took the gold standard out. They've been printing money 24/7. Weird. Mama delivers a baby at the hospital. Hospital's federally mandated to make sure Mama signs an SSN form. If Mama don't sign the form so they can bond the baby and print some more damn money, Mama can't take her own baby out of the hospital. It's federally mandated. Alright, so she'll sign the SSN. Baby can go to the stroller, the car seat, and can go home. If not, baby don't go nowhere. See how it works. See, online, you see these websites say you don't have to guarantee. I'm sorry, that's just BS. To be a qualified CFO for cash credit, you have to be the qualified CFO. 8 cards, cash cards, 9 lines of credit. All this should be per division. And then supply credit, vendor credit, marketing credit, lease credit, gas cards too. Gotta make you the qualified CFO. That's just the truth. Now, from there, please, look up the Fair Lending Act before you do any trade line crap. I don't want to visit in prison, by the way. Ultimate goal, corporate credit is not a write-off. Yeah, it is. Corporate credit is the greatest write-off. You get to write off the card interest rate line of credit too. Ultimate goal. But you can't do it for you. So I like to expedite everyone because we get affiliate fees. The faster we pop credit for you, we get a bonus from the creditor too. Ultimate goal, let's go get the money. It's pretty simple to do. So if you bought your house, I'm praying you did it Ray's Rules way. Escrow, close, homestead, or put it in a trust. You did that, right? Oh, you didn't do that? So when they sue you, they take it away? And when you die, it's stuck into probate and your family got diddly squat? Because of your lack of planning, they didn't get diddly squat? That's not right. And you're going to fix up a property today? You're going to hire a contractor? He's going to hire the subcontractor that's down outside Home Depot? And they're going to sue you when they slip and fall and cut corners? You see, what you should do is always remember to plan the problem. So if you do, maybe you'll think about quickly deeding a property to a division. Why not? How about an assignment of equity? You see, you got the ability to make sure that at the end of the day when they try to sue you, they get diddly squat. Why not? You know, irrevocable trust, that's what I would pick if I was you. But pick whatever you want to. Ultimate goal, that's step number 19. So, maybe you're paying peekaboo with the IRS making a mess. I hear people, I don't want to be taxed. It's like, knock off the crap. The IRS rule is simple. Corporations don't pay tax till they make a profit. So, stop the crap. Go to irs.gov. Download a 656, 433A and B. Get your free money. Get your butt back in the system today. Learn to play. That's step number 20, by the way. So here what we got is fixing up a property. Well, I had $841 million through corporate structure. I've never put my own money in a piece of property ever. You see, and that makes no sense. When you can set up the divisions to buy at the manufacturer for 70% discount, and they give you a net 30, 60, 90 days, you don't have to pay the bill. And so what happens after you close escrow that pays off the debt? Now you got $200,000 left over. We're going to use Ray's rules, leveraging money, borrows money, it's not taxable. Ultimate goal is simple. We set up the line of defense too. See it, believe it, go get it. So today, that's number 21, that's called blackjack. Now, all I can say, this is my building just before my coma. 22,000 square feet, Irvine Spectrum. Probably one of the most verified people on the planet today. Had other locations around the globe too, doing up to $1 million a day, helping people like you. The banks seem to be at my office almost every day going, Banks love to kiss your ass. That's when you got money. Well, you don't have a pot to piss in, they don't know your name. So remember, banks borrow from the Feds up to times 10, they'll back 5 to you. Now, if you would have did it my way, leveraging the money, raise rules, that money from escrow would have turned into $3 million of borrowed money. Get a McDonald's for $2 million, Big Mac fried chocolate shake, and have a drive-through through a pandemic. See, the ultimate goal is learning to play. Your corporation, please let me do it for you. It gets credit, that's all. No business except the line of defense. Every division becomes the duck. We got a problem with the division, what do? We pull a Donald Trump or Wells Fargo, B of A, Chase, and a grocery store and a bank too. We played the 3-step game. Can you write it down? I invented it for you. Disconnect, isolate, incorporate. If I can't save it, I might have to bankrupt it. And then I keep the other pieces too. I don't bring the pain home to my family like you. I want you to learn how to play too. That's basically step number 22. Ultimate goal, you're going to have to ask yourself a question in the mirror today, another one. What are you willing to lose? I don't want to lose anything. I want world peace too. But if I have to, I'm not bringing the pain to my family, the corporation. If I have to, I'll lose a division. And why? They're cheap. And I'll get another one and another one too. When I play a chess game, I got to lose a piece or two. So do you. You see, when you basically understand winners always get checkmate. Ultimate goal is up to you. That's step number 23. So here's what my wife asked me on July 3rd. Can we take out one of the yachts at the Huntington Beach house? I said, why not? I went and filled it up, $1,600, wrote off the interest rate in the credit card and the yacht too. Why not? See, everybody's got a yacht. This one was only 63 feet. There were 2 more, but I mean, Tiger Woods is 150 feet long. That's a write-off too. Isn't that fun? See, you can learn to play the game if you want to. There's me dead, but there's my yacht, you doc, and race boat too. All right, show me state, show me please. See, there's mine. All right, die in a coma, get to come back too. 5 weeks walking around with an oxygen tank. 820 score, popped another card again. See, credit saves my assets every time too. So remember, fight through the pain. Have a closet division now. The goal is never to bring the pain where? Home. All right, you could have done this since you're 18 years old. So God's using me today to help you. You paying attention? Here's the Lamborghini building, say the Reynolds University too. Now, how am I supposed to do this? Begging and stealing off the pier, eat out of a trash can? Well, God gave me the gift. Now I'm going to give it to you. Simple thing to do. I got to go in a coma, got another one I get to die. Shot twice, nice 6 times too. It's so much more fun. So you understand, when you're a child that's used and abused, it sucks. And I want to get off my ass, I want to get out of hell. Reach in the dream. Think and be the impossible. That's what I do every day. I use raise rules every day. Why don't you? I make millionaires. You want to be next? Let me know. Motivation's great, as long as they're motivating with the tools called the Bible. All the motivational speakers and all that blah, 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 sorry. It's like the guy with the stupid hat. He didn't have a pot to piss in until he went blah, 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 and you gave him money too. It's ridiculous. So let's do this. Let's build your story today. Is that okay with you? How about I build you up to an 820? And on top of that, I get you up to $100,000 of personal credit. Don't use more than 29%. The rest, it's called safety credit. How about a corporation with divisions up to $1 million too? You see, I don't want you being stuck anymore. Your goal is simple. So here, if you want the rule books and going to the class with me, it's simple. 12 books and CDs called the Millionaires Founders Kit. Office is $9.99. Me, it's $4.99 as long as you do it during the webinar. And you Zelle, you bank transfer, B of A or Chase. There's all you got to do. We'll ship it right away for you. Now, how did the 14th Amendment turn corporations into people? So the United States of America Incorporated has 50 states corporation. And the states set up their cities called the line of defense too. Don't you think it's your turn? You see, I believe you were past due in setting up your line of defense for you and your family, which you should have did right out of high school. Never have joint credit. It makes no damn sense. Buy a house, escrow, close, homestead, put it in trust, raise rules, corporation, $1 million credit, half the fun. Divisions are cheap, by the way. So you should have one for every division, for every piece of property. You should have one for every franchise, every current business too. You got to set up the line of defense. And you got to learn to play the game using raise rules too. Get the information here. No one can take it away from you. That's step number 24, by the way. Ultimate goal today, if you sell $4.99, rapid rescore, credit rebuilding 2, you're guaranteed to $750. Average case is 90 working days. All right, unless you keep screwing up. Longest case should be 180 days, so don't keep screwing up at all. Remember, Saturday at 1 o'clock, analyzation, education. Workshop to learn more. Your ultimate goal is to Zelle, $4.99. Bank transfer or wire. Get stuck with me, Chase, and B of A. Simple to say. Now, the starter package for a millionaire, reality is the office sells it for $2,000. Good price. You get credit rebuilding, rapid score, articles, also tax ID, set up in level 1 for 90 days, Wednesday and Saturday or both. From there, you get $10,000 of cash credit. And your fee, half price is $999. So for $999, you get all the goodies and $10,000 of cash credit back to you, which is 10 times your investment for yourself. Next one's called Millionaire in the Making. $25,000 of cash credit, and half price on that is $1,999 to you. And all you got to do is Zelle, bank transfer, deposit. How hard is that to do today? But it's got to be done during the webinar. Remember, I said I want to repackage you. Your house, your car, your bank account. I want you to teach how to play. Now, the Billionaires in the Making boot camps this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. If you want, you can call the office, 800-510-3338. Even bring a guest too. Ultimate goal. Every time I hear someone talking about the American dream, I see that online all the time. Just like in person, when I go in person, I always ask them some questions at the end. And I always ask, are you going to hold my hand every step of the way? Are you going to give me the credit too? This is $10 million. Are you going to hold my hand every step of the way, give me the money, teach me rules and tools, how to play the game? Are you going to take my money like Johnny said here, Tony Baloney, $7,500 and go bye too? Your choice is simple. If they're not holding your hand personally, as far as I'm concerned, it's BS. Everybody needs money coming in every month, pay their bills, drive the company car, go on a business trip, help other people, free up their time. Everybody needs to learn how to set up the line of defense. The bank and the grocery store in the cities can do this, so can you. 1,000 rules equals 1,000 steps equals $1 million company. 20,000 is billionaire. So your last and final chance, credit rebuilding, rapid rescore $4.99. Class, you can go on Saturday, every Saturday to 1 o'clock, education analyzation. Average case is 90 working days. Usually a case never goes past 180 days, but unless you keep screwing up again and again too. The only one that slows me down will be you. If you Zelle before I'm done talking, you get the $1,000 Visa cash card. But if you wait, then it goes bye. It's now, Zelle, bank transfer, deposit. It's all you gotta do. Starter package for a millionaire, $10,000 of cash credit, $999 and all the goodies too. The Millionaire in the Making, $1,999, and you get $25,000 of cash credit to you. No more excuses. Zelle, bank transfer, deposit. That's all you got to do. Or you can go back to being stuck. How's that been working for you? So you got some choices today. Stay safe, stay strong. Let's do our best while Jesus does the rest. Amen to that too. Ultimate goal. All right, step basic 25 is getting to the next level. So number 25. So you can Zelle now. Or you can basically deposit or transfer too. That $1,000 cash card will not be given when I'm done to anybody. So if it's not done before I'm done, you missed out that opportunity too. 800-510-3338. So the bottom line is call 800-510-3338. They can't give you that card too, because if I haven't received the Zelle, you don't get that card. You get everything else. But the reality, what I got to do is my best all through the day, and let God do the rest for me, like He does for you. Never forget, God loves us all.